In this video, we are going to be talking about one of the most important aspects for a business to generate more revenue, and that's actually customer success. Now, most people, they can acquire a customer, they can deliver a product or service, but many businesses cannot keep that customer, increase the value of the customer, meaning how much money they spend per year, and that's why their businesses do not grow. This is why we're going to dedicate this entire video to such an underrated but extremely important topic of customer success. And I want to give a huge shout out to Thina for helping make this video possible, but more on them in a bit. So before we get started, I want to give you the overall approach to how I think about customer success. Like I said before, right? You can get a customer, like somebody watches a YouTube video, they go on their website, they buy your product and service, right? From there, you got to deliver on the product and service. But once they buy, is the relationship over? If you're selling a software, you got to keep that person subscribed month over month, year over year in order for you to collect revenue every single month. Not only that, but you have to figure out ways to cross-sell, upsell, to make sure that they're happy and spending more money with you because you're generating them value. But this is so often underlooked by a lot of entrepreneurs and companies because they're so focused on trying to acquire a new customer, they don't really think about how they can increase the lifetime value of the customers they already have. A lot of times, a business can actually double in revenue, not by acquiring new customers, but by offering better products and services to the customers that they already have and just delivering on that promise. And what I'm really talking about is retention, right? And one of the best examples, and I personally have felt this as well, is actually ClickFunnels, right? ClickFunnels at this point is a huge company, but back when I started my content journey, when I was starting to make online courses and sell it online, one of the first books I turned to was actually ClickFunnels. I read the book Expert Secrets because it was a short book on how to monetize the knowledge you have in your head and turn it into a course, a coaching program, things like that. So I read the book and I was like, oh wow, this is really cool. Now I know how to sell online courses, right? Just from reading the book. And then what they did that was so genius, right, is that all the things that they taught you in the book, in order to do those things, you need some kind of software, and they just happened to sell it. And so I signed up for ClickFunnels. And here's the interesting part. I started my online journey years ago, and I am still a ClickFunnels customer today. Why? Because the whatever promises that they made about the software, it works. Number two, they have good customer service, right? At this point, there's many different alternatives to ClickFunnels, but the reason I stay is because their customer service is really good. So when I was building some of my early websites, I remember that I would basically have these technical issues because I'm not like a coder, right? I'm more of a marketer and salesperson. And so every day I would message them, hey, this thing's stuck. This button's not changing colors. How come I can't move this? And their support was so fast, so quick to help answer my questions, so quick to troubleshoot any technical difficulties that I was like, yeah, this is great customer support that gets the job done. And I continued to be a high-paying customer over multiple years, right? And that's why customer retention is so important, because if I drop off, then they have to acquire a new customer, which is expensive. But by just keeping me happy, every single year, they're able to make, quite a lot of money just from my subscription. And also they're always offering new products or add-ons and things like that. So if they wanted to increase the size of their business, they don't even have to go out and acquire a new customer. They can actually just say, hey, Patrick, we know you're a course creator and we just created this new feature or whatever it is. It costs a little bit of money. You can increase your subscription, but it's going to be so worth it. And if it fits me and it delivers value and it helps me increase revenue, then I'm going to do it, right? And so a lot of businesses out there, they kind of miss the opportunity to increase their revenue just by making their current customers happy, just by increasing the lifetime value of that customer, because they're so focused on acquiring new customers, sometimes they forget to take care of what they already have. As I mentioned before, this video has been made possible by Thina. So Thina essentially is a software that is used to acquire, service, and grow customers in Slack, meaning that it is a very simple but effective way to handle customer service and customer success. Meaning when somebody is interested in your product or service, they're gonna, say, hey, I have some questions about this. Does it work for this? Well, what happens is that once they send that support ticket, essentially, Thina is going to integrate that into Slack so that your customer reps who are just using Slack can answer the person right away, reducing the time it takes for that question to be answered. And that's very important because the faster you can answer someone with high competency, the more confident they are going to feel when it comes to purchasing your product or service. Not only that, but then if someone is already a customer for, let's say, a software product, they're going to have some questions. They're going to have some troubleshoot problems, some technical difficulties. So when they submit a support ticket or they want to talk to somebody, you can basically integrate whatever support ticket system you use into Thina, which integrates it into Slack, and then your reps can answer that person right away so that they are not frustrated, they get all their problems solved, and they continue to be a customer, which is increasing your retention, which also increases the lifetime value of that customer, which increases your revenue overall. Obviously, when you go on the website, you're going to see a lot of different companies are using them already. On G2 Crowd, they're already getting these 5-star reviews. You can check them for yourself. So obviously, this is something that works, and it's so simple, so effective. Basically, any type of business that has customer support or customer success can use them. And if you're someone who's really a geek about marketing automation and analytics, they're going to have that as well. And as you can see here, basically you can integrate Athena or your Slack conversations into all the different sales CRMs and software tools and any tool really that they have on the integration list. So some of you guys might be using Zendesk, Intercom, Salesforce, and the list goes on, like HubSpot, Notion, MailChimp. So it's compatible with a lot of the things that you already use, making it super easy to implement in your business. If you want to know more about Athena, make sure to check the link in the description to check out what they're all about to see if it's a right fit for you. Now, another use case you can have when it comes to customer support or customer success is asking for feedback. This is one of the crucial things every business should do. If you are selling something, obviously you're going to have customers. Some customers are going to be happy. They're going to love what you do. Other customers are not going to be happy for whatever reason, right? So for the people that love what you do, you got to have some kind of rep, some kind of person reaching out to this customer saying like, hey, what do you think of our software? Is it good? What's the rating? 1 out of 5, right? There's many different ways to ask for feedback. For people who say great things, you want to keep that in mind, because happy customers are great stories and testimonials and examples that you can use for future marketing. So when you want to sell to more customers, these are the success stories that you're going to reference. Now, for the people who maybe they give you a 1-star out of 5, why is that? Is your software broken? Is there a feature that is missing that they thought was going to be in it? Did you market it in a certain way and you made a promise that you couldn't deliver, right? So whatever that problem is, or challenge really, right? You have to solve it in order to increase the customer satisfaction. And also, by getting positive and negative feedback, you understand who is a good fit for your product. Because in the beginning, you're kind of trying to sell to everyone, trying to figure out product market fit. But as you get more fine-tuned, you have to be like, okay, like these are our type of customers that love what we do, and these people hate what we do. So let's not focus on them. Let's focus on the people that actually are happy and can generate revenue for our business. So feedback is going to be extremely important for any business, and customer success, by being able to talk to your customers in a very simple way, that is going to be the key to growing your business. So now let's get into testimonials, right? Which I kind of briefly mentioned before. When it comes to customer success, getting feedback is important, but also getting testimonials are key. Having a conversation with another person to ask them like, hey, what was your experience? What did you like? What didn't you like? Getting them to verbally say it is very important, because when you get that testimonial, you can ask them, hey, do you mind if I use this for, our website just to show, what we're all about? A lot of people who are especially happy with your product and service are going to be like, sure, no problem. So from there, that's going to be a piece of marketing that you can use on your website, which will give people more confidence when they are deciding whether or not to spend money with you. And this is actually ties into the beginning of what we talked about, which is selling with customer support, right? Essentially, when a new person comes onto your website, they're thinking, hey, should I buy this product and service? They are going to, of course, look at the testimonials. Who else has used this product and service? Who else is happy? How can I be confident that I'm not going to be wasting my money and time? That's where the testimonials come in, which the customer success rep has to get. Once the prospect sees that testimonial, they might have additional questions. So they're going to go to support and be like, hey, I have this question about this. Can this software do XYZ? And then the rep can say, absolutely, for this specific use case, we can do it for you. Hey, here's 3 examples and case studies that we have already collected, people who are happy with using our software, and we can share that with you so you can feel even more confident in buying this product and service, right? So you see how that customer success feedback loop works, where you sell your thing, you deliver on the service, you get the testimonial, you keep improving your product, then you use the stories, the success stories of these customers to acquire new users. And as you get better and better, it's just going to be undeniable for why someone should buy your product and service. And so with that said, those are going to be some of my best tips when it comes to customer success and using customer success as a way to drive revenue for your business. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and if you want to check out Athena, make sure to check the link in the description to learn more about that. With that said, my name is Patrick Deng, and I will see you in the next one.